Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Sacramento Condors. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40, Jamal Agnew. He will score. Touchdown. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Better, petty, don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lane.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Sacramento Condors. This is 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Lawrence going to keep it again. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try and run for it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're around a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. the option again to Taylor here.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
70. Cut 19.
3rd down, it's Willis. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His 2nd catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, that it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
The shotgun snap to Willis. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Willis looks to pass it here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chris Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Condors post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Davis-Price on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Lawrence. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On the option to give to Taylor here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ali. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line. Let's go. Hurry. Ready.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
A 3rd and 2, here's Willis. And it's caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Condors go up by 2 touchdowns. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From midfield now, Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence gets it out wide to Davis Price. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. It's caught. It's Shenault again. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Last play of the half, Willis. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Meanwhile, Willis is throw there, taken in by Smith.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36.
23 yards to pick up there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. Here's Willis.
And it's caught.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
19 right. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
2nd down and goal. Willis.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Taylor. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4th down, Willis.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate
that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Second down, here's Davis Price. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got this, complete to Williams. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On play action, Lawrence. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kadarius Toney, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10.
Jaguars 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll go with the option, coming right. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays. We are back now inside
Sacramento. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
4th down, Willis.
Forced out to his left. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Play fake, here's Willis. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
79 Broncos.
They go play action with Willis. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Chad Muma fighting all the way through and getting the sack.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Bullock's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Lawrence's throw complete here to Komet.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not going to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
And you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one up.
And touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Davis-Price gets this one out of the gun.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Give to Davis-Price up the middle here.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head